Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Do They Miss You spread for my lovely, fantastic Sagittariuses. If this does not resonate with you and you'd like your own personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is Book Your Own Personal Custom Reading. With that being said, and you're new here and you like the content that I produce, consider subscribing and joining the family. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times in a row, and if you didn't know, now you do know. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, night, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So, let us get into it right away. I hope that everything is doing well, and we're going to find out if they miss you or not. Let us find this out. Whew. Alright, so, hold on. Let me just make sure I have my notes up so I'm not saying anything that I'm not sure about. So the first question I'm going to be asking is, how do they feel about you? What are their feelings towards you at this moment in time? How do they feel about you? 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 Alright, so right off the bat, it seems like they are dealing with a lot. They are feeling very upset. They're feeling burdened in the situation. They are feeling defeated. They are feeling beat up. They are feeling just a whole lot of negative things here, as you can see. And they're also feeling quite passionate about it as well, because wands represents passion. And, you know, their feelings are much more enhanced on this. So, first question, how do they feel about you? Well, they're feeling not too good right off the bat. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Okay, so it looks like, again, they're not feeling too happy. They're feeling quite bleak. They're feeling quite backstabbed. They're feeling like they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about the situation as a whole. The reason I say that is because we have a bunch of swords here, and that's representing of thinking, contemplating. They're feeling just really, really hurt, and they're constantly just, you know, really dwelling on the past. And their mindset's really quite dark because, as you can see, the background there is just completely black, and this is the main central theme here. Right? And so how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Alright, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess represents using your higher intuition, and essentially what that means is following your heart and really going with your gut feeling and trying your best to, you know, make decisions based on instinct instead of just overthinking a situation and going off of things that you think about, which is still good to think about a situation, but they're just trying to, like, follow their instincts. So, kind of to wrap it in a little bow here, how do they feel about you? Well, they're feeling like really hurt, really defeated, really beat up, and they're feeling, you know, maybe there's definitely something that happened between you two, and they're feeling quite hurt from the past about it. And they're constantly thinking about it. They're feeling quite backstabbed, and they're feeling, you know, really hurt, and they're just really, really, they're really contemplating on it. And they have a very bleak mindset on it. And they're just trying to use their higher intuition in order to, you know, they're using their higher intuition, and this is what their higher intuition essentially is telling them. Their higher intuition is telling them, hey, you know, go probably step away from the situation, you know, have some distance essentially, and try to move away. So, how do they feel? Not good. What are the blockages between you and them? Let's find out why they are feeling this way and why is it so negative in the first place, right? So, what are the blockages between you both? What are the blockages between you both? What are the blockages between you both? Well, the first blockage here is the Knight of Wands. This could be representing of a person and or an action. Knights, as I'm sure you're very much aware by now, represents movement, moving towards an option, moving towards something here. Wands represents passion, desire, sexual want, sexual need, right? And this could also be representing of our lovely fire sign energy, such as Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, right? And so, as a action, this could be them, you know, really wanting to, well, it's a blockage, so this could be either a person getting in the way between you two, and or this could be, you know, the blockage of you guys having this passion between each other, or like maybe too much is happening, or like the sexual tension has caused a blockage between you both in the first place. So maybe one wanted a lot of, you know, sexual activities and the other really didn't want to have anything to do with it. But regardless, that is a blockage between you both, right? So, what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? The Hierophant. So it seems like this individual, or you or the other individual, may have been married. So definitely this definitely could be a person, and/or there's a lot of passion between you, and it may have started as a passion relationship, and then maybe something unfolded, unraveled, and obviously somebody may have been married or in a relationship currently already, and cheating has ensued. But regardless of that, this is a contract, usually between two people, very formally, and what's the blockage between you both? Some type of relationship, something prior that was really solid, that was, long term, and this is the main central theme. And what else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages between you and them? What else are the blockages? It seems like we have the Page of Swords. So right off the bat, this is messages of, immaturity, essentially. So this card is like someone swinging their sword around immaturely. There's a lot of clouded judgment, as you can see, because the clouds are like really surrounding this individual. And the blockage between you both is immaturity, ultimately, right? So somebody wasn't being mature about the situation and probably didn't think things through properly. So we ask the question is, do they miss you? Do they think about you? Are they on your, or are they thinking about you? Do they want you back in their life, essentially, right? So, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? The Chariot card. The Chariot card is representing of movement here, and some type of movement, either long distance travel or long distance relationship. It definitely seems like they want to have some type of movement towards you here, and they are definitely thinking about you in that way because they want to have some type of movement. So do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is basically representing of something turning in one's favor, or they want something to turn in one's favor. So they want something to come along and be successful. They want to be able to, probably see you, talk to you again, and they want things to be more lucky for them. And so do they miss you? Ultimately, I feel like this is a yes, and this is the main central theme here. And ask again, do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? They definitely miss you. The Ace of Wands, they want to offer you a good time, as basically in the realm of sexual desire, want, and need. So they're wanting to offer you this wand, basically, and, they want to have a good time. Do they want you back in their life? So, let's find this out. Let's give this a good shuffle real quick and figure this out together. Do-do-do. Alrighty. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Interesting. So it seems like they are feeling quite defensive about the situation, which brings me back to square one. As you can tell, what they're thinking about you is they're feeling quite upset. They're feeling a bit defeated, and so again, they're feeling like they need to stand their ground. They feel like they need to stand up for what they believe in, and they need to defend and to fight off different people and whatnot. So do they want you back in their life? The answer is more on the leaning of the no, because it seems like they do miss you. They do want to move towards you. They do want to have a good time with you. I feel like they miss the sex, honestly, because Wands definitely popping up. But they're not necessarily too hyped about having you back into their life right now. So let's ask again. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Interesting. So this could be representing of another individual, and or they feel like they want to offer this. They want to send messages, but they're not necessarily sure if they want to or not. So Pages represents messages as well. Somebody that's a bit younger. Pentacles are representing a long-term relationship, something that's very solid. And Pentacles are also representing of earth sign energy, such as Taurus, Capricorn, and or Virgo. So they are maybe wanting some type of younger earth sign energy in their life, and they're quite defensive towards you, and or they want to send messages of being together with you, but they're feeling quite defensive, and they're not quite sure if they want want to go for it or not, because they're feeling like everything is the enemy. But regardless, this is the main essential theme. And do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? We have the Emperor card, and the Emperor card is representing of either, you know, some type of other figure in this environment, maybe a male energy here, but I feel like it's more like they want to take control of the situation. They want to take the reins of their life a bit more. Maybe they feel like they don't have enough control over themselves, and so they want to kind of steer the wheel and see where it takes them, and they want to gain this power and control, which kind of brings me back to they want to stand up for what they believe in. So they are wanting to send you messages, but they're really apprehensive. So let's get some advice. What's some advice? What is some advice? What is some advice? Give me some advice. Alright, I'm going to pick one because it's taking forever. Alrighty, so the card says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for only it is being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So, as you can see, basically, you need to just follow your intuition. You need to not feel guilty for, you know, things that are out of your control. And you should, you know, do what you believe in, like what makes yourself feel good, what makes you move forward in life, you should definitely do. Don't necessarily worry about the things that are going out of your realm of knowing. Just live for yourself, don't live for others, and try your best to get through this, because it seems like they do have a sense of wanting to, they do miss you. They are very apprehensive for some reason, but I feel like it's best for them to wait for them to come around, if they ever do come around. But focus more on yourself and do what makes you happy. And that's the piece of advice for you. So with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see my videos and content like this one, hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload my videos every single week. Here's some of my videos over here that YouTube's recommended for you to watch. Good luck in your endeavors, and take care.